And this is the mid-game tempo we were talking about earlier. Once they've gotten the early game down, it's just a matter of, all right, we pick the fights. It doesn't matter where it is. If TLPH wants to brawl, we're going to force a 5v5 team fight.
Gentlemen, that's an MVP KDA line for a roamer if I've ever seen one.
Yeah.
306.
Yeah.
Phenomenal, man.
At 7 minutes.
Look at him. Like, look, he's got 4,500 gold to JP's 2,500.
Dude, this Croc is unkillable at this point. He has the Dreadnought armor already finished. The Blade armor.
He hurts.
Where's the damage from TLPH? Even the Kimmy is not gonna tear through the amount of armor because it's just gonna be reflected. Sanji's gonna feel his damage even more than Light will.
Yep, I mean, he is magic-based, but physical basic attacks are basic attacks.
Yep.
So those will bounce off of the blade armor and hurt you on the return. That's a holy shield waiting to be broken out.
Oh, they're going to force a fight anyway
Oh
under this. I thought they were just going to go for the shield, but they'll go for the bodies. Sanford could be next, but already Carl and JP are gone.
Wow.
Rora's just taking everything they want.
Yeah, dude, TLPH, their lineup right now, it looks greedy, even though they have a utility jungler, because now Fredrin's tempo is shut down.
Yeah.
You're reliant to your damage dealers, which are going to scale in the late game, but where's the late game? Aurora's bringing it to you.
They're never going to make it the late game if they continue on this pace. Sanji just picks up his Sky Piercer very low, Liquid, underneath their own turret.
They got to watch out for those claws. Oheb's going to go ahead and pop the ultimate. He's going to get back
No
anyway.
damage.
JP's in trouble. Can't escape past the rampart. He falls under the turret, and now Edward will get the stun, but it does go down. But that's all Rora wanted. They get more at the cost of Edward, and Lord is up for them to take.
Former teammates Edward and Oheb put it all out underneath that tier 3, and they both fall.
Oh my goodness, again, Aurora just understands that they're stronger right now. They're not scared of fighting TLPH, even though Karthus and Oheb went for the initiation, they went for the engage. The amount of displacements though from Yue is causing so much problems for TLPH. Not just Yue with the Sanguine's Claw, but also again the Rampart coming out from Light.
Yep, this mid duo, the Grok and the Sicilian, punish honest lineups like Liquid so hard.
Yeah, that's why the Mastelda would have been a lot more valuable for TLPH. You do get that extra mobility, extra sustain with the shields. But with this Hylos, supposedly you're the one initiating the fight. But because of the gold difference, they can't even do that.
Yeah, and what's unfortunate is when he tries to get away, it's a rampart in his face. You know, even under these turrets.
Ouch.
That's crazy.
Yeah, so like, you know, how do you deal with that? You're looking at this 10 minutes into the game, 11,000 gold lead for Aurora now. These are the stacks for UA too. You can already see the bat impacts are hurting, but yeah, as you mentioned, Midnight, it's the claws they're able to use plus the rampart combo that's really messing up.
Oh my goodness.
Even the defense here. So they're going to push them off the turret. Lord will go ahead and charge in. 100 Poe's already used. Oheb just disappears. Demon Kite gets another kill, 5-0 and 11. They're going to go take the turret down. TLPH might not be able to do anything but concede here in game one. A massive lead and a tech charge from Light. Able to knock up two, and they're still going to fight on. JP falls. Sanji and Sanford and Carl trying to do their best. Azaman force drop down. Carl disappears. There's another one gone, and Sanji has to watch as game one goes dominantly to Rora.
The Northern Lights first to the board in this best of 3. Liquid never even got started.
They got shown how a proper Stampede looks like, Leo. This is Aurora showing how aggressive they can get. 10 minutes in, 12,000 gold lead.
If I remember correctly, they did go past the 10-minute, 26-second mark. Our shortest game this season happened in week 1 between Omega and Twisted Mind. The longest game of the season went over to these two, the same two teams in action right now. That was a 26-minute bout, and here it ended under 11. This is your Superfan reaction cam. Check it out. These are the epic reactions from our superfans here at the MPL Arena. This is brought to you by Smart.
Man, the Stampede got stampeded.
Yeah.
But they got flashbanged or something. Like, what do we call it when Rora does something like this?
I mean, they got stomped. Honestly. Aurora just stomped.
Yeah!
And it was this guy.
That's your MVP right there. Light on the grok.
Perfect game from Light, I might say. This, as crazy as it sounds, we mentioned it earlier, it was Aurora versus Obsidia. He turned it around. It was Liquid versus Light.
You are versus me.
That is true.